reignite your intuition to show to grow your intuitive self. Today I talk about where is the line customer friend. My name is Angela and I'm a highly intuitive person by birth. What makes me the expert in supporting you regaining your intuition. As a psychic life coach, it is my passion to support people by becoming themselves. Trusting fully your intuition takes time and is a very individual process. I share with you my knowledge and hands-on strategies that I have developed to support you on your daily lifestyle. Everyone who works in a people business knows that people business is somehow not as easy to keep the line between professional and being private as if you, for example, work in IT. Because the computer, if the computer is the thing you have to fix, you have someone who brings you the computer, you have to fix it, etc. I'm very well aware of the fact that you're still in customer contact, so don't get me wrong. But there's still a difference as if you work directly with humans. Like, for example, what I hear very often is that doctors are super cold. Well, they're not. They're just so overwhelmed by these informations they get that they sometimes have to block emotions. Not because they're not good, but do you have any idea of how fast their pace is, how they have to take care and how they have to take action, especially in anything that has to do with emergency? And they see things none of us should see nor wants to see, and they have not enough time to go through it and let go of it. It's just, we are in such a fast world that we completely forget to give ourselves, our souls, the time to go through it. And this is something that I think is very dangerous, especially for people working as in police, in emergency, in anything where you have this surprise effect, not knowing what you have to face or will face. Well, in this moment, I'd love to say thank you to everyone who does jobs like that. And I would love to tell you guys that you get more time to recover from such experiences. I must admit, I'm not able to take every day 8 clients 1 hour after the other for 5 days a week. It's not because I'm not willing to do that. The point is to understand what's going on, to realize what's within these whole soul stories. It takes time to process it within you as well. I wrote a blog post about this, that I very often face stuff that is kind of hard to look at, because the point is, if I say I look at it, it's a matter of fact, I do look at it. I really do see pictures. It's like watching a movie or video or whatever. And yes, if there is some, let's call it with a name, if there is someone raping someone, I see it as per pictures. I see it live. I see the person I'm talking to and I see the person who did it, not with a name on it, but most probably I get the energy who it is. And of course, we need to process those things. Me, when I was writing the blog post, I was pretty shocked about the fact that it is surprising to others that I can deal with that, because my friend was like, what are you doing? You're writing a blog post about those pictures you see and how is that going on and blah, blah, blah. And then when I started writing it, I realized, wait a second, am I a cold person? And I figured, no, I'm not a cold person, not at all. It has more to do with, I'm well aware that I need to know those details to be able to really support the person. And now we are actually a bit off topic, but in topic, because if someone does understand what happened to you and is even able to have details seen, to feel how you felt, to support you the way I do, of course they do feel very close. Of course they automatically think I'm their best friend. Well, I'm not. I am a friend, yes, because I am a person who wants to be close to my clients, but it's a one-way street kind of, which means, of course, my clients get me as an example very often to hear from my life, because I'm not an open book, but I'm also not a closed one. I just give them the chapters they need to understand that it's not a struggle they're alone in, it's a struggle that we're all in. Because, for example, if the energies are stressful, and they're not less stressful for me than for others. I just already know ways how to deal with it. And therefore, some people forget the distance between companionship, friendship, and just being a supportive coach, which is nothing bad. I mean, there is customers. I had this year, last year, an experience where a customer flew into Zurich and she asked, "Is there any chance we could meet for coffee?" And I said, "Well, yes, but that means I have to drive to the airport, and then we can meet there. But yes, let's make it happen." And it's absolutely fabulous. She was so happy to do so. And this is something I love to do, because it's nothing bad. It's going close to someone, and she's very supportive. She's very happy that I exist, and then you do those things. And as long as I'm able to do those things for my clients, I'd love to do them. But this is also a person who does know that we are not best friends. We get along very well, but we are not best friends. That's the difference. And some customers just don't have it. They don't get it that it's Saturday, Sunday, that I have a private life. And for example, when it's like Christmas, New Year, Easter, all those festive season where people get lonely, most of the time I tell my clients, "Listen, I'm here, I'm around, you can catch me for any emergency you're having." But some clients call it an emergency when I would call it itching your butt. Sorry for that one. But then I just stay calm and I let them know it's not an emergency, I'm sorry. Or I just don't react for another 24 hours. My goal is that my clients get along with themselves. Not because I don't like them. No, totally the opposite. I love them. But they're not my best friends. And that's actually pretty important, that you don't make them believe they are your best friends, and you also don't make them believe that you're better than others. Let's call it becoming the guru, and they all look up to you like, "Oh, you're the best thing that ever happened." That's very important. For me, personally, you can decide what you want to do. That there is this in between, that they see, hey, it's a human I'm working with, I'm happy to have this human around, etc. So make sure that you are well aware that when you listen to someone, you might become their best friends in their feeling, but you have to keep yourself on a distance if you feel better with the distance. And if you have any chance to feel between being a customer or becoming a friend, and to get that, I actually have friends as customers, and it's absolutely fantastic how they deal with it. They became my customers after we were friends. Some became my friends after we were customers. And funny enough, there is never a question, do I have to pay or not? It's always clear you pay. It's vice versa, because that's respect. And if it's not there, this respect, even when it's money, if this respect is not there, this exchange of energy, then it's stop it. And there might be people out there who are like, "Oh my goodness, I'm dying." No, you're not. Nobody's dying, not because of such things, okay? So make sure that you are well aware of what's going on and where it's going on, and that you feel the line between. And you as a customer, please feel free to say that you like a coach, or that you love a coach, or that you're super happy, but also be aware it's a coach. Or a waitress is a waitress and not your best friend, even when she's super friendly, which is part of her job, by the way. And on the other side, your job's more fun when you smile, okay? So make sure that there is no clear line, but that you know your own line. There is no official line, but there is your own line where you can make it from customer, friend, and all this mixture. And by the way, if someone does not want to be a friend, accept it. Really do accept it, because that's the worst, when someone is pushy and the other person starts to feel kind of stressed out because you don't feel any need to keep a certain distance. By heart, we are connected, all of us anyways, more or less, better or worse, but follow your heart, follow your gut, make sure that you draw some lines if you're stopping it, if you're done with it, and you don't have to do it in anger. Do it with love and do it just being like, it's a yes to me to say a no to someone else. If you keep it that way, it rather doesn't hurt, or it rather hurts less than being like, no, I don't want that. Go into the yes to me and no to you. Are you ready for being you? Yes? Then go to angelahack.com, book a 30-minute call. You find the link below the podcast. Thank you for listening to Reignite Your Intuition. Have an intuitive day.